This is ANN News Brief.
Good afternoon. I am Lucy Adeyemi. The Nigerian government has warned against traveling to India, Brazil, Turkey, and South Africa because of surging coronavirus cases in the middle of a third wave of the COVID-19 pandemic in those countries. The Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19 has told Nigerians on Monday to limit all trips to only essential travels, particularly to these affected countries. The committee has also warned Nigerians against shunning safety protocols against COVID-19, saying the virus was not yet over. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has raised an alarm on and warned Nigerians against ongoing fraudulent investment schemes in the country. The anti-graft agency called the schemes scams, including Ponzi, forex trading, and most recently Bitcoin trading. It expressed alarm at the rate at which Nigerians sent petitions to the Commission on fraudulent investments that promise high return with little risks to investors. The EFCC says many hapless citizens have lost and are still losing their hard-earned money to fraudsters, compounding the nation's economic woes. It further warned the general public to be wary of fraudulent schemes and resist the temptation of quick gain that could end in misery. It says any investment that promises returns that look too good to be true should be considered a red flag. The Commission reiterated its commitment to prosecute persons involved in such dubious schemes. The EFCC says the trend indicates that investment scams continue to thrive despite the enforcement and public enlightenment interventions by the Commission and other stakeholders. We'll be right back.
Whether in your house, at your office, on your phone or online, we are there. We have the facts behind the headlines. We cut to the chase with the news you really need. We cover every angle. We are the bigger, better news network. We are African News Network. ANN. Watch ANN News on MITV from a truly African spirit.
At least 2 persons, a woman and a man, were killed in Chad during protests against military rule in the country that began on Tuesday in the capital N'Djamena. Police fired tear gas to break up several demonstrations as the protesters burned tires in several neighborhoods of the city against last week's military takeover. The demonstration turned violent a few hours after the military banned all protests in the country. Chad's military seized power following the killing of President Idriss Deby. It also appointed as the nation's new leader the late president's son, Mahamat Idriss Deby Kaka. He will oversee an 18-month transition period until elections are held. On Monday, the army appointed a civilian politician, Albert Fahimi Badachi, as prime minister of a transitional government. Some opposition politicians have called the military takeover a coup and asked supporters to protest. The internet has been cut off to limit the flow of information in the wake of protests. Demonstrators are also calling for an inclusive dialogue that should result in free, fair, and transparent elections. That is ANN News Brief at 1. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I am Lucy Adeyemi.